And it's now an 8-5 game.
Coming in off the bench and just blasting first pitch over the big fence.
And we believe he hit it off of Grant Garza, who's making his 4th appearance this season. That is the first homer he's allowed. Garza has a 1-0 record with a 4.50 earned run average. It was 100 miles an hour off the bat. Hang time at 4.8 seconds. And for Stancato, 6'3", 210 pounds, he puts a charge into one pinch hitting here in the bottom of the 7th.
I believe that was a pinch hit for catcher Gilligan.
Fly ball towards right center field off the bat of Valentine, and it's caught by the right fielder Apodaca for the first out. Yeah, Stancato was batting for Gilligan, and he homered on the first pitch, and then Valentine looped one towards right center field. For Kyler Stancato last year, he had 6 homers and hit .312. So it's an 8-5 game. And Bradley Pell, the batter. First pitch is a strike at 84 miles an hour. You know, we talked about the Missoula jerseys. It is number 11, Grant Garza. As next pitch is a fly ball towards Raptors Ridge near the wall, and making a running catch is Kazuski for the second out. The numbers were pretty tough to spot on the Missoula jerseys, but Pell put a charge into one as we saw 3 straight towards Raptors Ridge. Stancato hit it over it, and the next 2 batters hit in front of it and were caught by outfielders. So 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th for Cole Jordan. Cole's had a good game. He singled 3 times and scored once.
Yeah, Cole Jordan being the captain, I think he's really leading the charge of this team. He's a solid player.
First pitch of Jordan is a strike at 80 miles an hour. So with Stancato coming in, remember they have the re-entry rules. We'll probably see Gilligan back in, if not, and then maybe Hank Dodson catching in the 8th inning as Jordan bounces one towards Evan Parker in the third base coach's box. Dodson had started the majority of games for Ogden behind the plate. Today it's Ty Gilligan. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch at 77 miles an hour, and that retires the side. But Kyler Stancato with a leadoff homer over Raptors Ridge gets Ogden a little bit closer. It's 8-5 heading into the 8th inning. You're listening to the Ogden Raptors Baseball Network.
¿Qué pasa? Dad, I'm worried about you. Hey, can you just tell me what's going on? Can you at least try to talk about it?
¿Qué quieres saber?
Windward Electric is the foremost commercial and industrial electrical contractor in the Intermountain West. We value relationships as we strive to provide exceptional experiences for our clients. Call 801-648-7270 for a quote or visit windwardelectric.com today.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of the Ogden Raptors Baseball Club and the Pioneer Baseball League. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Ogden Raptors and the Pioneer Baseball League is strictly prohibited.
Top of the 8th inning, Missoula leads 8-5. Nolan Ficklin certainly used to wearing blue. He played his college baseball at BYU, native of St. George, Utah. He's on the mound for the 6th time this season. Ficklin, the southpaw, has worked 6 innings, allowing 5 hits. He's walked 1 and struck out 5. The Pioneer League's batting .250 against him. First pitch misses inside to Enzo Apodaca as the Paddleheads have 3, 4, and 5 due up in their lineup. Ogden within striking range. It's just a 3-run game. Ficklin kind of a close stance from the stretch, and he crossfires one away for a ball. That last pitch was at 87 miles an hour. Ficklin, 5'11", 175 pounds, 24 years old. Wearing number 6 on the back of his light blue jersey. Fly ball by Apodaca, and that's towards Raptors Ridge at the track, at the wall, leaping. And Lawrence couldn't get it. Apodaca rounds second. He's chugging towards third. They're giving him the wave around. Apodaca rounds third. The throw towards short. Throw to the plate. It's going to be a close one. Sliding in head first is Apodaca with an inside the park home run. And it's now a 9-5 game. That's Apodaca's third home run of the season, and it's probably the most exciting as he hit one off Raptors Ridge, and then it was a foot race with Apodaca rounding the bases, and the Raptors trying to get it in.
We might need to add a tracker on player speed. He was moving around those bases.
He certainly was flying. That's his second hit of the game, and Enzo Apodaca, who came into play hitting .375, put a charge into one off Raptors Ridge. First pitch to Casarilla is outside.
I like Nolan's routine. Most ball players have a routine, whether you're in the box or on the field. I like his stance.
Kind of a close stance, left-handed. Sets waist high. Casarilla charges one to right, left center field and deep. That one's high, deep, and out of here. As Casarilla puts one on the scoreboard with a solo homer back-to-back. One inside the park, and Casarilla drills one 412 feet over the left center field wall to make it a 10-5 game. That's Casarilla's 5th homer of the year and his 13th RBI. Boy, just a little bit too much in the middle of the plate there by Ficklin, and Casarilla didn't miss it. So I'll bring up Tyler Stone. He's reached base 3 times. He's got 4 RBIs in the night. Stone checks swing. Did he go around? Third base umpire says no. We know Zach Gart's the home plate umpire, and the base umpires are Mike Blanchard and Michael Gable. So it's now 10-5 here in the top of the 8th. So back-to-back home runs by the Paddleheads. Bouncing ball towards first. Up with it is Manzo. Tosses to Ficklin, who's covering the bag. And that retires Stone 3-1 if you're scoring. That's the first out here in the top of the 8th. Well, anytime you can get Stone out with as hot as he's hitting, you'll take it any day of the week.
Yeah, we sure will.
Good job by Ficklin to cover the bag, and a good play by Manzo. Kind of a tough hop, but he made it with ease. Was able to collect it. Will Bermudez the batter. Boy, Bermudez has had an odd game. He's been hit by a pitch, reached on an error. It's blocked. He lines one to center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Ficklin, who's been outstanding in his first 5 outings with the Raptors, is fighting it a little bit here in the top of the 8th. Third game of the set. On Tuesday night, Ogden won 9-3. Last night, Missoula won 26-2. They scored 20 runs in the final 3 innings. John Scarfeliciano, the batter. Feliciano, right-handed hitter. Ficklin checks the runner at first. Pitch to the plate is a bouncing ball towards second. Jordan up with it, but it goes between his legs. Rounding second and staying there is Bermudez. I don't know, the base umpire looked like he was towards Jordan. I don't know if he distracted him a little bit, but Jordan had to go between his legs. That's probably going to be an error, and it will be the 3rd by the Raptors tonight. So now there's runners at first and second, and if you're an Ogden fan, well, you don't want this one to get away. You don't want it to get too out of hand. Obviously, the Raptors can score them in bunches, but you want to stay within striking range. 1 out, runners at first and second. Jeremy Pionkovitz is the batter. He homered in the top of the second inning over the center field wall. First pitch misses outside. So Pionkovitz is 1 for 3 tonight. He's also walked. Ficklin comes set. Checks the runner at second. Delivers to the plate. A line drive towards right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit and roll all the way to the wall. Cut off by Pell at the track. 1 run scores. Heading to second with a doubles. Pionkovitz. It's an RBI. Runners at second and third, and it's now an 11-5 game. Ty Yukamoto's the batter. As Ficklin just found a little bit too much of the plate there. It was 90 miles an hour, and unfortunately, on a few occasions for Ficklin here in the inning, he's had pitches just in the middle of the plate. Missoula hasn't missed them. So the infield's going to play in with runners at second and third. It's 11-5. Ficklin with a closed stance on the stretch. Delivers to the plate and hits the outside corner at 87 miles an hour. Raptors will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the bottom of the 8th. Lane, Ferraro, and Manzo. Ficklin looks over his right shoulder and delivers to the plate. And that one's lined foul out of play, third base side off the netting. Ty Gilligan, who was pinch hit for by Stancato, hit the home run in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gilligan is back behind the plate. Hank Dodson, who had 2 base hits in last night's game, who's caught a lot of the action. He's off tonight. We'll probably see Dodson later on in this series. The 0-2 is taken outside. Good eye by Yukamoto as Ficklin was trying to get him to chase. A ball and 2 strikes. Same teams tomorrow night, 6:30 start. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:15. Arden is off on assignment. She'll be back on Saturday. The 1-2. Bouncing ball to third, and that's fair for a base hit. 1 run scores, and the second runner, Pionkovic, heads to the plate. Lane fires towards the plate, and it's wide as Pionkovic stands up, heading towards second, and that one goes wide as Yukamoto chugs into second. It'll be a 2 RBI single. He advances to second on the throw. And this one's gotten away from the Raptors as it's now a 13-5 game. So big inning for Missoula. Saw a couple of those big innings towards the end of last night's game, and unfortunately from the Raptors' perspective, this one's gotten away as Missoula puts up a 5 spot. 1 out, runner at second. The batter is Michael Kozerski, and he takes a strike at 88 miles an hour. If we're talking about play of the game, it's probably the back-to-back home runs. It was an 8-5 game at the start of this inning, and the Raptors were then striking range. The inside-the-park home run by Apodaca, and then Casarilla with a solo shot over the left center field wall. Swing and a miss as Kozerski chased one out of the zone. It's now 0-2. Raptors came into play with a record of 3-5. Missoula 4-4. Cole Jordan's been a standout in this series. 2 hits yesterday, 3 hits this evening. Kozerski slices one foul, third base side. As ends up towards the concourse. Beautiful night for baseball here at Lindquist Field. Weather should be about the same for tomorrow's game. If you got no plans, come on out to Lindquist Field. Remember, every Thursday home game for the Raptors is a Thirsty Thursday with half-price drinks. And that's what we've got here tonight. The 0-2 is blocked by Gilligan in the dirt. Counts now 1-2. In fact, I'm having a Mountain Dew right now. I am very happy that Lindquist Field is a Pepsi product ballpark. I love Coors Field, and I was there a couple weeks ago, but I was disappointed that they didn't have Pepsi, and they don't have those view of the mountains. Otherwise, Coors Field is beautiful, but they don't have that view of the mountains that we have here at Lindquist Field. 1-2. That one sliced foul, third base side. Eric Kelleher is in the bullpen area over near left field. Eric, can you hear me?
Yes. You got me on?
I got you. What's it like over there in the bullpen?
Oh, it's pretty calm. The guys are focused. I'm hanging out here with Miles Garrett. We're just talking about his relief pitching last night. Miles is throwing 95. I was excited to watch that. He's confident next time he's on the mound, he's going to be on target, on fire, and ready to rock for the Raptors here.
Looper towards third base, caught by Carmine Lane for the second out. Interesting, you talked about Miles Garrett. No relation to the Cleveland Browns defensive end, Miles Garrett. And this Miles Garrett, who's with the Raptors this year, is from Atlanta, Georgia. He played his college baseball at Vanderbilt, one of the college powerhouses.
Okay. Yeah. He's laughing that off. He gets it a lot, but no relation.
2 outs, runner at second. As Eric Kelleher is hanging out near the bullpen area. Pitch misses inside to Nick Klemp. Unfortunately, Eric, the game has gotten away from the Raptors here a little bit with the 5 spot in the top of the 8th inning. And Pioneer League ball, it always seems like it comes down to those big innings. Ogden had one on Tuesday getting the 5 runs in the 8th inning. And last 2 nights, both last night and tonight, it's been Missoula that's had the big innings.
Yeah, Raptors held on pretty tight. It's just slipping away one little piece at a time. And Missoula's head coach talked about attacking every angle.
And they've certainly done that, not only last night and tonight as well. How's that view from the bullpen? It looks kind of fun down there. It's it's a great spot to watch a game. In fact, just about everywhere here in this ballpark is good to watch a game. Ball gets away from Gilligan, but the runner at second is going to hold.
Oh, it's beautiful down here being on the field and seeing the new grass at Raptor Stadium. I have a killer view. It's nice.
And how about that?
Worried one of these heaters come at me.
And that scoreboard out in left field. I mean, that's no offense to the previous scoreboard, but that is certainly a great addition this season.
Hey, you guys have any questions for Miles while I got him here?
Well, with 2 outs, it's kind of tough. They always say, if there's 2 outs, you worry about a fly ball the next pitch, and then all of a sudden you got to cut things off. Counts now 3-1. Ask Miles what's been his favorite part of so far being with the Raptors. What's kind of been his favorite part of being a Raptor so far?
Man, my favorite part of being a Raptor is this view. You can't beat this view. I'm from Atlanta, from the city, so we don't have a lot of mountains like that. So the first thing that caught my attention when I first stepped foot here was the view. It's amazing. I mean, the people.
Yeah, you can't beat the view. It's undeniable. It's one of those things that I think keeps people coming back for more. The 3-2 slice towards the Missoula bullpen. Now, remember, there are some bullpens that, they have a rule down there in the bullpen, some of the teams where you can't move. Line drive comes to you just have to hold your ground. You got some sort of rule there here at the Raptors?
No, not so far, but that's actually a good idea. I might be the one to bring that to light down here. I like that.
It's kind of a fun game. As ball 4 to Nick Klemp. Now there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. We're talking with Miles Garrett in the Raptors bullpen. Where'd you play your college baseball, Miles?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Where'd you play your college ball at?
Where did I play college ball? I started out at Vanderbilt. I went there for 3 years. My next year, I went to Mizzou for my senior year, and then VCU for my grad year. And then the most previous place I played to here was the draft league last year.
It was like playing at Vanderbilt, one of the college powerhouses.
Oh, man, it was awesome. I mean, I got to play with a lot of high-level people, high-level coaches. I learned a lot from them, soaked up a lot of information from them, and got, great experiences. I got to play with at a lot of places. I got to travel. I got the full experience, man. It was awesome.
Line drive towards center field, and that's going to be caught for the 3rd out. Miles, thanks for hanging out with us over in the Raptors bullpen.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Raptors looking for a comeback. It's Missoula 13, Ogden 5. This is the Raptors Baseball Network.
Windward Electric is the foremost commercial and industrial electrical contractor in the Intermountain West. We value relationships as we strive to provide exceptional experiences for our clients. Call 801-648-7270 for a quote or visit windwardelectric.com today.
Cover your buddy's 6 by inviting them to lunch with this small yet powerful direct engagement transmitter. Okay, it's actually a phone, but it's also a way to connect with a friend who feels alone and needs to be heard. A simple text or call can literally save someone's life.
At GCB Computers, we specialize in high-quality, refurbished computers that save you money without sacrificing performance. We believe in use it before you buy it. Come into our showroom, power up your future computer, and test it out yourself so you can buy with confidence. Visit GCB Computers online at www.gcbcomputers.com or call 385-515-1797. That's GCB Computers, the computer you need at a price you can afford.
Hey, gang, you're watching Ogden Raptors professional baseball right here on the Raptors Baseball Network. Ciao, baby.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Missoula leads Ogden 13-5. New pitcher is the left-hander Matthew Taubensee, the son of former Cincinnati Reds catcher Eddie Taubensee. Matthew is 6'4", 240 pounds, 26 years old, out of Orlando, Florida. Played his college baseball at North Greenville University. Carmine Lane to lead things off. Lane, the former Miami Marlins draft pick. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Lane is 1 for 3 tonight, singled in the first inning, and has 2 groundouts, including a double play ball in the 5th inning. A lot of times in the Pioneer League, especially with as offensive-oriented as it is, or the crooked numbers, they make the big difference. Next pitch misses for ball 2. On Tuesday night, it was Ogden that got the 5-run inning, and that was in the 8th inning in an Ogden 9-3 victory. Missoula had some crooked numbers in the latter portion of last night's game as next pitch misses high for ball 3. It's Taubensee's first appearance this season. Missoula 13 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. Raptors 5 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. The 3-0 taking all the way, and it's a strike. I always call that 3-0 strike the complimentary strike, as every now and then you get a little bit more of a strike zone, although that one was down the middle of the plate at 91 miles an hour. The 3-1. Bouncing ball up the middle over Taubensee's head. Pionkovich gets it, fires to first. And out by a step is Carmine Lane. It's another beautiful play by Jeremy Pionkovich. He has displayed outstanding range here tonight. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th, and Gio Ferraro's the batter. Ferraro's got an 0 for 3 caller as he's looking for his first hit of the night. He came into play 8 for 19 with 4 homers and 7 RBI, so he's now 8 for 22 on the year.
Well, baseball's full of nicknames. I say we go with shortstop is just Shorty and a brick wall.
You don't want to call him Pionkovich or whatever it is?
Yeah. I don't want to attempt that again. We'll butcher it.
Neither do I. They need to stop hitting towards him. 1 strike to Ferraro, right-handed hitter. Fastball, and that one misses away. You know, the Pioneer League, especially with as offensive-oriented as it is, the big innings, the crooked numbers, that always makes a big difference in these Pioneer League games. And unfortunately, last night and tonight, it's gone Missoula's way.
Right. I hope with Stone's back cooling off at that last one, we might have a chance here. Because Raptors have the capability to stack some runs in a single inning.
They certainly can, but it takes it one batter at a time. The last pitch by Taubensee, 93 miles an hour, but it missed in. The count's 2-1 to Gio Ferraro. On deck is Efren Manzo. Fastball, that's a strike at, that was 82 miles an hour, so according to the speed gun, it took a little bit off of it. Sun's starting to set here at Lindquist Field as the lights are on. A lot of fans are home here at Lindquist Field. Good Thursday night crowd here on the first Thirsty Thursday of the season. 2-2 is a bouncing ball towards third. Bouncing off the glove of Casaria. He picks it up, but has no play. He had to go a little bit towards his left, but I imagine it's going to be an error, and it is. It's the second error for Missoula tonight. E5 if you're scoring at home, and Ferraro's at first with 1 out.
That was great of Giuseppe. Get his first hit. Lead us off in this inning. Keep it going, boys.
Manzo's the batter. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 12 for 34 on the season. First pitch is a called strike at 82 miles an hour. 3 more games in this series. Friday night will be at 6:30. That's also the case for Saturday night. You want to make sure to get here Saturday, as I hear there's going to be a few surprises here in the ballpark and a lot of fun. Weather should be outstanding. Next pitch misses inside. Counts now 2-1, although that one might have gotten some of the plate. Sunday's going to be fun. Remember, it's Free Food Sunday here at Lindquist Field. That's right. Free food at Lindquist Field. I'm in.
I will be here right with you.
Next pitch of Manzo. He chases one out of the zone. Counts now 1-2.
Maybe we'll try one of those stadium 9-for-9 tricks there. 9 hot dogs and 9 drinks.
I saw that at Coors Field. However, there was like, I don't know if it was like a joke to a 9-9. The hot dogs were like very small. The beer was like shot glasses. I'm like, that's kind of cheating.
I did see that. That looks easy. Come on.
Next pitch misses inside. Counts 2-2 to Efren Manzo. On deck is Dylan Wilkinson.
You finish that challenge with a real-size beer. Ogden is a beautiful place to walk around, but you might not want to do it after 9.
I don't know if you want to do that in any part. Next pitch misses inside, counts full. Although Southern California, you get on the beaches after 9 cold ones.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of lay on the beach all night, have no clue where you are.
You got me convinced about Saturday. I want to be here really early just to see what's going on.
Manzo fouls one first base side out of play. Count remains full. Yeah, I hear there's going to be some fun things. I don't know what it is officially, but I hear there's going to be some fun things here on Saturday. So you're going to want to be here at the ballpark. Arden returns on Saturday. She's off on assignment both today and tomorrow. Arden Lockheim, who's outstanding. Bouncing ball towards third. The shortstop comes up with it, fires to second for the out. Boy, the pitcher had to evade the broken bat, and Piankovitz moved far to his right. Got the ball and fired it to second. Another outstanding play by the Missoula shortstop. Third baseman couldn't come up with it. If you're watching the replay, Piankovitz got it and got the lead runner at second, Ferraro, who's a good runner.
What is his height? He doesn't look that tall out there. We need a hit over him.
He's 5'7", 5'7", 165 pounds. That's the problem. They're not hitting over him. They're hitting it to him.
He can cover some real estate.
Dylan Wilkinson, the batter. Is that Jeremy Piankovitz or Ozzie Smith over there at short? Bouncing ball towards short. Piankovitz goes to second. That's more of a routine play for the third out. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and there is 1 left. We head to the 9th. Missoula leads Ogden 13-5. This is the Raptors Baseball Network.
The environmental benefits of propane are many and growing. Every day, millions of Americans use propane for dependable energy at home, at work, on the road, and beyond. Propane is the energy for everyone because propane is reliable, versatile, and affordable. But it's more than that. It's also an excellent way to reduce emissions while meeting energy needs. And reducing emissions is good for everyone, now and in the future. That's why major advances are being made right now to produce more renewable propane, sourced from used cooking oil and other waste products. Material once headed for the landfill is being converted into an energy that adds no new carbon to the atmosphere when burned. Renewable propane's carbon footprint is smaller than almost any alternative energy source, including diesel, natural gas, and electricity too. And the supply of renewable propane is growing rapidly, helping to reduce harmful emissions without sacrificing performance. Renewable propane is helping to write the next chapter of clean energy for families, for businesses, for farms, for everyone. Learn more about how the energy for everyone is growing. Visit propane.com today.
This is Hannah Dean, the statistician for the Ogden Raptors. The Utah Department of Public Safety's Highway Office would like to remind you that every time you are in a vehicle, buckle up and wear it properly. It's the law. Everyone in the vehicle is required to wear a seatbelt. By not buckling, you could become a dangerous projectile in a crash. This could save your life. It's for us all, Utah.
Top of the 9th inning, 13-5. Missoula's out in front. First pitch of Caceria misses outside. New pitcher for Ogden is Kyle Lewis. It's his 5th appearance. He's worked 3 1/3 innings, allowing 1 hit. He's walked 2 and struck out 6. The Pioneer League is batting .091 against him. Big right-hander delivers, swing and a miss.
That's a good closer. Come in and shut things down. Stop the bleeding.
Caceria is a batter here in the top of the 9th inning. Wiggles the bat back and forth with Stone on deck. Bouncing ball towards second. Jordan up with it, but he clanks it, and it goes towards Valentine. That's going to be an error on Cole Jordan. Just a routine play. Ball didn't bounce up on him, and he just bounced off his glove as Jordan immediately looks at his glove and wonders why it let him down. Unfortunately, it's a second error for Jordan tonight. There's a runner at first for Tyler Stone. It was 104 miles an hour off the bat, so it was hard hit.
Yeah, it looked like he had a good read on the ball. Just kind of, to me, it looked like hit the dirt and might have sank. Didn't pop up for him where he read the ball bouncing, and unfortunate play.
See, fourth error for the Raptors tonight. So it's tough to win when you're giving up the extra outs, especially to a good lineup like Missoula. One strike to Tyler Stone. Fastball, that one's a called strike at 86 miles an hour. Lewis has a pretty good fastball in the low 90s. I mentioned he's got good size. He's 6'4" and 220 pounds. Out of Ashburn, Virginia. Lewis comes set. Pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. That was on the outer half, and Stone tried to hit it over those mountains, and he's a strikeout victim here in the top of the ninth. Despite the strikeout, Stone ended up with a pretty good game with 3 hits, 4 RBIs. He's got 11 RBIs here in the last 2 games.
Yeah, he can't be too disgruntled about this performance after the strikeout.
Bermudez, the switch hitter, batting left-handed. Lewis comes set about waist high. First pitch to the plate. It's inside for ball 1. Same teams tomorrow night. Ogden looking to get back in the win column. They're just kind of pecking away, 1 run at a time. But as we mentioned in the Pioneer League, it seems like if you want to win, you got to put up those crooked numbers. Bouncing ball towards second. Jordan up with it. He bobbles it. Fires to first. And he gets Bermudez out. Boy, unfortunately, Jordan might have the yips a little bit in the field as he might have tried to think about going towards second base before securing the baseball. Jordan, normally a good fielder, but he's having some issues over at second base. Could have been a double play ball, but after the bobble, was able to get the guy at first, and that's Bermudez for the first out. But now for the second out, there's a runner at second with 2 outs.
Well, I could tell you're a hockey fan, bringing in some of that hockey lingo, the yips. It happens all over sports.
Hey, that's part of everyday sports. And at second base, Chuck Knobloch, Steve Sachs, they went through similar type deals, although with those two it was more throwing, whereas with Jordan it's just kind of getting a handle of the ball. First pitch misses away to Joscar Feliciano.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive ball player. I think he's just getting a little ahead of himself, trying to make those plays and getting in his own head maybe.
Sometimes you just think a little bit too much instead of just reacting like an athlete does. 1-0, swing and a miss. Lights are starting to take effect here at Lindquist Field. Time of day is 8:58. Temperature is now 77 degrees.
Oh, you can't beat that in the summer.
This is
best place to be here. It's a ball game.
This is absolutely perfect tonight. Outside of the scoreboard from the Ogden perspective. Next pitch misses outside. Counts 2-1. Well, we had some fun tonight. We talked with Evan Parker. We talked with the Missoula manager, Michael Schlacht. We talked with Miles Garrett in the bullpen. Played his college baseball at Vanderbilt. College powerhouse. Kind of a rare year where they missed the NCAA tournament. Normally, not only are they in the tournament, but they're usually a contender to go to the College World Series. We also talked with Nico Santaformaggio, who was Tuesday night's hero.
Nico, being a relief pitcher last year and being a starter this year, he was solid.
Swing and a miss. Feliciano tried to hit it over the temple, but it's now a 2-2 count. Strong fastball at 93 miles an hour from Lewis.
Wow, great pitch. Looks like he's trying to fill Chris Griffin's shoes from last year. Big shoes to fill. Griffin could shut a game down. I believe he's coaching now. He's a head coach for a collegiate level team.
Really?
Yeah. Great ball player. He'll make an outstanding coach. Happy for him.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here at Lindquist Field. 13-5, Missoula out in front. Lewis comes set, takes a deep breath, and delivers. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Feliciano goes down. Well, the Raptors need 8 to tie and 9 to win. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Missoula leads 13-5 on the Raptors Baseball Network.
Hi, I'm Christopher with Absolute Comfort Heating and Air, and I would do anything to keep my customers comfortable. And when it comes to family, I would do anything for love. I'd fix just about anything. You know I would do anything for you. I won't do that.
But you won't do that.
Absolute comfort, I'll do whatever it takes to keep you comfortable.
It starts with a vision, a goal that sets the wheels in motion. The path may be rough, but with grit, hard work, and the right support, no race is too tough. No goal beyond reach. Bank of Utah provides all the tools and expertise I need to get across the finish line. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Bank of Utah today.
Hey, gang, you're watching Ogden Raptors professional baseball right here on the Raptors Baseball Network. Ciao, baby.
13-5 here in the bottom of the ninth inning. I think we might have a pinch hitter. We go to the bottom of the ninth. New pitcher for Missoula is Reese Fields, 6'1", 200 pounds, out of West Columbia, South Carolina. As we got a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the ninth.
Looks like Garrett Bevacqua?
Garrett Bevacqua.
Bevacqua.
I only know that because of Kurt Bevacqua, the longtime San Diego Padre. Next pitch misses outside. We're going to check to see if there's any relation. He's from Carlsbad, California. Kurt Bevacqua's from California, or at least that's where he probably was hanging out after his baseball career, where he was a longtime San Diego Padre. Next pitch, bouncing ball towards Stone, but it goes foul near the Missoula bullpen.
I am impressed by your history and knowledge and your name right there. I know things, but it's never fresh in the front of the brain for me.
Kurt Bevacqua was a fun character. He had a key home run for the San Diego Padres in Game 2 of the '84 World Series. Garrett Bevacqua flies one towards left center field, but it's going to be caught by Will Bermudez for the first out here in the bottom of the ninth. So one out, nobody on here, and Tyler Gilligan's the batter. Bevacqua hit a key home run Game 2 of the '84 World Series. There was also a time where the Padres and Dodgers were battling a little bit. Tommy Lasorda was snipping a little bit, and Kurt Bevacqua said some words, and Tommy Lasorda said Bevacqua, he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Gilligan takes outside for a ball. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the ninth. Technical director is Allen, who's done a great job all night. He's been busy with all the interviews. Swing and a miss, counts 1-1 to Gilligan.
Oh, Allen is a stud. He does a lot of TD, and he's always on point. He learned from the best.
That's right. Tim Broussard, who's standing right behind you. Next pitch misses, counts 2-1. Aiden is on cam 1 tonight. Joshua is on cam 2. We got Haven, Jill, our fearless leader, Tim Broussard. Got a full cast here as Gilligan flies one out of play, third base side. Counts now 2-2. Great crew here tonight and all season long here at Linquist Field. We're just getting underway with the 2026 home portion of the schedule. Third home game for the Raptors, 9th overall. Now we're going to check to see if Garrett Bevacqua is related to Kurt Bevacqua.
Yeah, Tim knows how to build a team. A lot of entertainment coming, a lot of new things this year. Come on out. Come to the ball game or listen in. Share with your family or on YouTube. And what was the radio? 88.9?
That's right, in the ballpark, 88.9 FM. Arden's going to be leading the way through most of the season. Called strike 3, a breaking ball at 79 miles an hour. Gilligan's a strikeout victim. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the ninth with Missoula leading 13-5. Arden is off on assignment both today and tomorrow. She'll be back on Saturday. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Tyler Gannis. Gannis is interesting. He played at Oregon and Northwestern. He played with 2 different colleges. He's also a musician. I don't know if this is his song. That's his walk-up song.
Brett, that's not fair. Multi-talented. Come on. I'll take one.
Might be a coach in the future. Gannis wiggles the bat back and forth. Right-handed hitter. He takes outside for ball 1. Gannis out of Los Angeles, California. 23 years old.
Yeah. I believe he had 2 at-bats last night. And
he takes into the inside corner. Oh, looked like he was inside, but pitcher Fields gets the benefit of the doubt. Counts 1-1. Ogden does have a challenge remaining if Gannis wants to use it. He'll bounce one towards third. Up with it is Casaray. He fires to first. Close play. Gannis is out, and that does it. Good night now here from Ogden as the Missoula Paddleheads come away with a 13-5 victory. As Fields throws a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 9th. Good defensive plays by Missoula all night long. Well, Ogden was hanging in there. It was an 8-5 game until Missoula scored the 5 runs in the 8th to put it out of reach. Post-game shows coming up next. Once again, the final from Lindquist Field. It's the Missoula Paddleheads 13 and the Ogden Raptors 5. This is the Raptors Baseball Network.
We are big enough to where we have established processes and procedures to protect you, but we're small enough to where there's still an owner involved in the day-to-day operations to ensure that we don't lose that personal touch. We'd love to tell you more about us, and feel free to reach out to us. You can reach our team at 801-728-0454.
At the Prairie Schooner, you can dine in a covered wagon while enjoying our delicious hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, and signature desserts. Go to prairieschoonerrestaurant.com or call us at 801-392-2712 to reserve your table today.
GCB Computers. Refurbished, reliable, and ready to go. The computer you need at the price you can afford.
This can keep a battle buddy safe from the risk of suicide. I get it, it's just a phone. But when you call a friend, you show that you care, which can help them fight their inner battle. Now drop and call 20 people.
That was a tough one for the Ogden Raptors as they fall 13-5 to the Missoula Paddleheads. Missoula 13 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors for the Raptors, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 5 errors. As it was a tough one in the field for Ogden. As Missoula, really the difference in the game was that 5-run 8th. And if we're talking about 2 plays that really made the big difference, it was the inside the park home run by Enzo Apodaca to lead things off in the top of the 8th, and then Xavier Casaria hit one over the left center field wall, 412 feet. That turned an 8-5 game into a 10-5 game, and then the Paddlehead scored 3 more to make it a 13-5 game, and it was really all she wrote from there. And you know, when you talk about the Pioneer League with as high scoring as it can be, the difference in many games is those cricket numbers, those big innings. For Missoula, they had 3 runs in the first inning, 3 in the second, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, but it was that 5-run 8th inning that put things out of reach. For the Raptors, they had 2 runs in the first inning, 1 in the second, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the second. We'll start that over again. They had 2 runs in the first, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 7th. And, you know, for the Raptors, it's just they've been kind of putting up picket fences on the scoring sheet, you know, 1 run at a time, but they just haven't been able to get those big innings like Missoula's had over the last couple games, and that's made a big difference. Good game for Chase Valentine. He went 2 for 5. He had 2 doubles. Also a good game for Kyler Stancato, who made a cameo appearance, pinch hitting for Gilligan in the 7th inning, and Stancato hit one over the left, over Raptors Ridge for a solo shot. For Missoula, once again, Tyler Stone made a big difference as he went 3 for 5. He had 4 RBIs. Enzo Apodaca went 2 for 4. He had 3 RBIs and had that inside the park home run. Xavier Casaria went 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. just about everybody contributed to the Missoula attack. In fact, all 9 hitters for Missoula had 1 or more hits, and everybody on the Missoula lineup scored a run. So a very balanced attack for Ogden. We mentioned Chase Valentine, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Cole Jordan went 3 for 4 at the plate. Bradley Pell 1 for 4. Carmine Lane went 1 for 4. Dylan Wilkinson 1 for 3 with a walk. And as we mentioned, Stancano with that solo home run in the 7th inning to make it an 8-5 game. And Eric, it's just one of those things that big innings, if the Raptors pitching staff can find a way to just limit the big innings, they're going to stay in many games. But unfortunately, last night, the big inning cost them. And tonight, it was that 5-run 8th inning that put things out of reach.
Yeah, Skipper Parker for the Raptors. He was a pitching coach to start off his career here in Ogden, I believe. And I think he will go to the drawing board and come up with a plan for a solid outing to finish this stint and move on through the rest of the season. And Missoula skipper, his game plan just worked out. He told us all about it during his interview, and the pieces came together for Missoula.
Flamethrower of the game goes to Kyle Lewis. He pitched a scoreless 9th inning, striking out 2. And he made 13 pitches, and he is the flamethrower of the game. Winning pitcher is Rolando Gutierrez. His record goes to 1-0. And the losing pitcher is Cade Lynn, who made his professional debut tonight. Lynn went 5 2/3 innings, allowing 10 hits, 8 runs. He walked 6 and struck out 1, but he really settled in after allowing 6 runs in the first 2 innings. He's going to be a pretty good arm for the Raptors. His fastball was from 91 to 94 miles an hour, and he's going to be pretty tough once he gets his feet wet in pro ball.
Yeah, a lot of these first-time pro ball pitchers the Raptors have. I think these guys will find their footing. They'll get a comfort zone, find their targets, and just be powerful through the season for us.
Missoula left 12 runners on base. The Raptors left 5 on base, and we'll see if the Raptors can come back tomorrow. It's going to be a ton of fun here on a Friday night, 4th of a 6-game set. Raptors' record falls to 3-6 with the loss to Missoula. Having won 2 in a row, their record goes to 5-4. That'll just about wrap things up. Eric, it was fun hanging out with you here tonight, here in the GCB Computers broadcast booth. Technical director is Alan. The Cam 1 was occupied by Aiden. Joshua had Cam 2. Haven was our media manager tonight and is all season long. Jill with the photos. And we'll also congratulate Aiden once again for video. And our fearless leader, Tim Broussard, who's done outstanding here with the Raptors. It's his 3rd season with the organization, and things are just better and better every year. Arden is off on assignment. She'll be back on Saturday. I'll be back with you here tomorrow evening for the 4th of this 6-game series. It should be a great weather day. If you're in the area, make sure to make some plans to come on out to Lindquist Field and have some fun with us. Remember, we'll also be here on Saturday night at 6:30. I hear there's going to be some fun stuff happening around the ballpark on Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be a 1 o'clock start where, hey, it's free food Sunday. You want to make sure to join us for there. And I remember in past years, they would have fans play catch in the outfield and right field. So maybe bring your glove and a baseball and see if you can play catch out in right field before the game starts. So we got a lot of fun stuff happening here at Lindquist Field for the rest of the series. Eric, any final thoughts before we head out?
No, you nailed everything. A lot of family and kid involvement, like out here on the field right now. If you're tuning in on YouTube, the players and fans can gather and hang out, talk, get some signatures for the kids. It's a great fun down here. I appreciate the opportunity to color with you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. And I'll be here tomorrow night, and hopefully we can keep things entertaining, and I can come back and do it again.
We had a lot of moving parts. We talked with Evan Parker. We talked with Nico Santaformaggio. We even talked with the Missoula manager, Michael Schlacht, and Miles Garrett joined us in the 8th inning as well. But it was all fun except for the scoreboard. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, if not necessarily the final outcome. Once again, the Missoula Paddleheads defeat the Ogden Raptors 13-5. For Alan, Tim Broussard, Aiden, Joshua, Haven, Jill, and Eric Kelleher, I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 6:15 pregame show, 6:30 first pitch. You've been listening.